Now the sun's team, the day's toil nearly done, were pounding down the slope that led them home. A royal banquet was arrayed, with wine in golden goblets, and anon they lay relaxed in slumber. But the Thracian king, though he too had retired, was simmering with thoughts of her, as he recalled her face, her hands and gestures, and his mind's eye shaped to suit his fancy charms he'd not yet seen. He fueled his own fire, and as he lay, the turmoil in his heart drove sleep away. Daylight had come, and now, as Tereus left, Pandion wrung him by the hand, and gave his daughter to his trust with many a tear. My son, since links of love leave me no choice, and both have set their hearts, and your heart too, my son, is set, I give her to your keeping, and I beseech you by your honor, by the ties of family, and by the gods above, to guard her with a father's love, and send back soon. Each waiting day will be so long, the darling solace of my somber age. And you too, Philomela, if you love your father, come back soon. It is enough that your dear sister is so far from home. So he adjured them, weeping tenderly, and kissed his child good-bye, and took their hands and joined them, his and hers, to seal their pledge, and charged them to remember his fond love to Procne and his grandson far away. He scarce could say farewell for sobs and tears, such dire forebodings filled his soul with fears. Once Philomela was on the painted ship, and the oars struck and thrust the land away. "I've won," he cried, "I've won, my dearest wish is mine on board with me." His heart leapt high, the brute could hardly wait to seize his joys, and never turn his eyes away from her. So, when Jove's bird of prey has caught a hare, and in his talons carries it aloft to his high nest, the captive has no chance of flight, the captor gloats over his prize. The voyage now is done, and now they leave the weary ship and land on their own shore. And then the king drags off Pandion's daughter up to a cabin in the woods, remote and hidden away among dark ancient trees. And there, pale, trembling, fearing everything, weeping and asking where her sister was, he locked her, and revealed his own black heart, and ravished her, a virgin, all alone, calling and calling to her father, calling to her sister, calling even more to heaven above. She shivered like a little frightened lamb, mauled by a grizzled wolf and cast aside, and still unable to believe it safe. Or as a dove with feathers dripping blood, still shudders in its fear, still dreads the claws, the eager claws that clutched it. In a while, when sense returned, she tore her tumbled hair, and like a mourner bruised her arms, and cried with outstretched hands, "You brute, you cruel brute! Do you care nothing for the charge, the tears of my dear father, for my sister's love, for my virginity, your marriage vows? All is confused. I made a concubine, my sister's rival. You're a husband twice, and Procne ought to be my enemy. You traitor, why not take, to crown your crimes, my life as well? Would God you'd taken it before you wreaked your wickedness. My ghost had then been free from guilt. Yet, if the gods are watching, if heaven's power means anything, unless my ruin's shared by all the world, you'll pay my score one day. I'll shed my shame and shout what you have done. If I've the chance, I'll walk among the crowds, or if I'm held locked in the woods, my voice shall fill the woods and move the rocks to pity. this bright sky shall hear, and any god that dwells on high